The howling wind echoed hauntingly through the ancient, decrepit mansion perched atop Blackwood Hill. It was said that shadows moved of their own accord within this forsaken place, and that whispers of the past lingered in every corner, waiting to ensnare the souls of those who dared enter. Tonight, four friends, Matt, Jamie, Kara, and Ben, stood hesitantly at the threshold, armed with flashlights and a bravery they didn't quite feel. The dare had been clear: spend one night inside the mansion and the group's leader, the skeptic Matt, would finally believe in the supernatural. As they stepped inside, the temperature seemed to plummet, their breath visible in the thin beams of light. The wooden floors groaned under the weight of countless years, and the walls seemed to close in upon them. They headed towards the central hallway, the heart of the mansion, where a grand chandelier hung ominously, its crystals catching the sparse light and casting dancing shadows. An eerie stillness filled the air, broken only by the occasional creak or whisper of the wind. "Let's split up to cover more ground," Jamie suggested nervously. Matt nodded, assigning Kara and Ben to explore the ground floor while he and Jamie took the upper levels. The two pairs parted ways, their footsteps fading into the distance. Kara and Ben wandered through a series of darkened rooms, each more unsettling than the last. Old portraits with eyes that seemed to follow them, dusty furniture covered in white sheets like veiled phantoms, and strange, incomprehensible symbols etched into walls. It was in the dining room that they found the first sign, a mirror, cracked and tarnished, yet a message was scrawled in the dust across its surface: "Get out." Meanwhile, upstairs, Matt and Jamie discovered a library filled with books that hadn't been touched in decades. As they browsed, a heavy book fell from the highest shelf, narrowly missing Jamie. She picked it up, and they both stared at the title, The Haunting of Blackwood Hill. Inside, the book seemed to document all the strange occurrences within the mansion, even mentioning the four friends by name. Panic set in as they realized their every movement had been anticipated. They decided to regroup, but the way back seemed longer and twisted. Kara and Ben, too, felt an unnatural barrier. Every door led to another hall, every hall to another room, a never-ending maze. Their flashlights flickered as whispers grew louder, footsteps echoing just behind them. The mansion wasn't just old, it was alive, feeding off their fear. Kara screamed as she felt a cold hand grasp her ankle, but when she turned, there was nothing. Ben tried to comfort her, but terror had set in. Matt and Jamie's calls echoed, "We need to get out now." Panic-stricken, they followed the sound, only to find each other at the grand staircase. Just as they thought they could escape, the front door slammed shut, the lock clicking audibly. From the darkness, a voice whispered, "You should have left when you had the chance." The friends huddled together, realizing the tragic truth: Blackwood Hill had claimed its new victims, and their night of terror was far from over.